Hey everybody, welcome back to the JodoCast, your home for Star Wars gaming. This is not a new episode of the JodoCast. Instead, this is one of those other things that sometimes happen where we're bringing you Jump to Lightspeed previews. So I've got my co-pilots, Kurt and Leo.
It's still always so weird just saying that out loud to me, just because it's in my brain. When I say jump to Lightspeed, the first place I jump to is the old Star Wars Galaxies expansion, not a Star Wars Unlimited expansion.
That's what the set is based on. It's based on the Galaxies expansion.
They do throw lots of Galaxies cards into the game, or ships from Galaxies into the game, so it is cool.
Such as today's? Well, no, not these ones.
So we've got two spanking new cards, and the first one we've got for you guys, we've got Kijimi Patrollers, a space unit, 2-cost command villainy, just a 1/1, but it, I guess, makes up for that by, when played, create a TIE Fighter token.
Which is also a 1/1.
Right, just without the fun tags, because these guys are obviously First Order vehicle fighter. If you don't remember, Kijimi is the snowy planet from Rise of Skywalker, also heavily featured in Star Wars Outlaws. Kijimi sort of blurred out in the art here.
That's really similar to like droid deployment, but being a unit instead of an event, I think makes it combo with a lot of things like Vader and different stuff where you search for a unit specifically. So that's nice.
Yeah,
it'll be nice in cases like this. I think just first glance, I'm thinking it's going to end up being more of a like I definitely take this card in a draft or something. Power level wise, I don't know if it's how much we're going to see it in constructed, but
especially with
it'll be a cool card.
Like indirect damage going around. This is not a guy you pick for your indirect damage usually if you can help it, because keeping bodies on the board is important. Which is sort of the utility of it is like, oh, well, now you have your stuff is spread out between multiple units instead of, could have been a two for two. But so
it's
that's those guys.
Too, so yeah, nice cheap one, common.
Is this I'm less familiar with First Order TIE variants. That's just regular TIE Fighter.
Well, I think, isn't this one the Special Forces?
I thought the Special Forces had those like chunky bits on the inside of the wings, but I also thought they tended to have red decal on the dome.
You can see
the red on one.
The one in the back, one. You can see the red on it.
And it's got the kind of turrets under the bottom.
Yeah,
which I think
these are Special Forces ties.
Special Forces. And the antenna too, so yeah.
Anyone want to say who the artist is?
No, but I don't recognize that name. I think is that a new artist? I don't remember seeing that name on a card
style.
Before.
Well,
searching the database, he has done a lot of cards in the past. Legal Authority, the Marauder, Valiant Assault Ship, AT-AT Suppressor, Fang Fighter, System Patrol Craft, a bunch of stuff.
Good vehicle.
Interesting.
Consortium Star Viper. So yeah,
it's a unique name, so I thought it would have stuck out more.
Papazaglakis, a very Greek name.
Or Pantoran.
Yes.
Or on to the next card.
All right. This card I put second because I think this card is going to be a staple in many, many decks in this set. We've got Direct Hit, a 4-cost vigilance card that just says defeat a non-leader vehicle unit. It's basically Vanquish, but it's 1 cost cheaper because it only works on vehicles.
The way this expansion's pushing ships, it's going to be I think it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be a staple for sure, constructed and draft. Yeah, and I like that it's both arenas. It's not space only.
Otherwise, it might be a little too limited.
Not
that there's a ton of ground vehicles, but there's some.
And a reinforcement walker. I think that might be one of the more popular ones.
If they do manage to deploy their leader onto a vehicle as a pilot, though, you won't be able to target that one anymore because...
Yeah, that's true. It is a tactic, which means you can grab it with Stila Guerrera.
That's an Onager class Star Destroyer? Is that correct?
Yes.
Which is another reason to like this card, because Onagers are like the ugliest capital ships ever made.
It's extremely good art here. This explosion and the fire, the sort of shockwave of this direct hit
Yeah, like
hitting or
you
something.
can see
Very
along
cool.
the also that shockwave circle, but there's also like a slit of explosions running down like the
The cannon,
ventral
basically.
line, the spine of the
Yeah.
ship.
This
I
is
don't
Emily Hutt,
think
who
it's an
I always
ugly
like.
ship.
It is, but I mean, it's
I
okay to
like
be wrong,
it,
Joe.
Leo doesn't. And this is a ship that has not appeared in many things. If we want to delve really quickly into lore, it was in Star Wars Armada, and before that, it was like mentioned in a book, like, or not even by name though. It just had some art in the Aaron Kraken Rebel Files book.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't think it's been in anything since Armada, honestly. So that's kind of cool.
Where
to see
was
it
its
get
first
used.
like visual depiction?
That Rebel Files book. I think it was just it was like Imperial Siege Breaker or something, and then Armada was the first thing where they gave a name to it, which is cool.
A siege with the big cannon makes it seem like, okay, this is gonna knock down the big space walls, like a battering ram. I was picturing more like a large wooden wall in space.
And for those that don't know, it is like basically a super laser, not as powerful as the Death Star. I don't know if it could destroy a planet, but maybe it could.
I don't think
it's like a pretty powerful
Probably
laser.
Not. Otherwise,
very effective against capital ships.
The Sith fleet would have been using those instead of having to make brand new ones.
I know in Armada it can mess up my executor really bad. So,
well, there you have it. That's our 2 preview cards for everybody. Let us know what you think, but I feel pretty safe saying Direct Hit is going to be a relatively popular card for at least the duration of this set, maybe for a long time.
We should also say thank you to Xander and Fantasy Flight for giving us these cards to preview. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always
really
awesome
excited.
to get a early look at these. So sweet.
Yeah, and share our knowledge of Onager lore. All right, bye.